All right, before I turn things over to Mrs. Renner, congratulations, spellers. As you do this, relax, have fun, enjoy yourselves. There's a couple of things that I have to just explain to you very quickly. So first of all, you have boards underneath your chair. You can use that to write out the word if you would like before you spell it. Okay, so as you get your word, you can bring that board up with you if you want. You can write out the word to make sure you've spelled it correctly, if that will help you. If you don't want to use the board, you don't have to. When you spell your word, please make sure that you say the word, spell it, and say it at the end. You won't be out, but it's easier for the judges to be able to hear and understand what you're spelling and so on. So if I have the word orange, I would say orange, O-R-A-N-G-E, orange. And then they know you're done and you've finished spelling the word, okay? Now, if I have that word orange, and I say the word orange, and then I spell it O-A, and I realize, uh-oh, I've left out a letter, I can't go back and say I'd rather spell it O-R-A-N-G-E. I have to stay with the O and the A that I started with, okay? So before you start spelling, take a moment to just make sure that you have the letters correct that you are going to say, because once you say the letters, you are stuck with those letters in that order, okay? You can't change that order of those letters. You can, yes? Yes, you can start over and repeat those same letters, but like I said, you are stuck with those letters in that order. You can't go back and change them. When you come up to the microphone, Mrs. Renner will tell you what words you have. You can ask for the language of origin, so she might say it comes from French, she might say it comes from English. You can ask for a definition. You can ask for part of speech. So what part of speech is it? Is it a noun? Is it a verb, adjective, adverb, things like that. Mrs. Renner will also let you know if it's a homonym, and she'll automatically give you the definition. So for instance, you have the word blue. Is she referring to the color, or is she referring to the wind? Blue, okay? So if there's a homonym, she will let you know that, and we'll say, we are looking for this. You can also ask for it in a sentence. So that would be helpful with the word blue, because then the sentence Mrs. Renner gives might be, the wind blew very hard yesterday, and you know which blue you are working with. Anything else I missed, Mrs. Renner? Yep, I just said that one. Yeah, yep. Right, if it's a homonym, she will automatically give you the sentence. If it's not a homonym, she will not. Yes. All right, I think we are all set to go, so I'll give the microphone to Mrs. Renner, and we'll go ahead and get started.
Good morning, everyone. God's blessings on your bee. We're going to start with a practice round. So let's all practice taking our turn. This one will not count. Come on up here, Mr. Micah. Your word is red.
R-E,
It is a
no, sorry.
homonym, so you need to hear which red we're talking about. I love the color red in a rainbow.
Red, R-E-D, red.
Exactly. Remember, you're spelling to the judges, not to me. But I'm right there. All right, Gavin, come on up. Exactly. Gavin, your word is pink.
Pink. P-I-N-K. Pink.
Excellent. Come on up, Josie. Josie, your word is white.
White. W-H-I-T-E. White.
You guys are on the right track. Samuel, come on up. Your word is black.
Black. B-L-A-C-K. Black.
Thank you. Lizzie, your word is Yellow.
Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
All righty. Come on up, Ottaway. You don't have to wait for me to call you when it's the regular one. Just as soon as that person's sitting down, you can come on up. Ottaway, your word is purple.
Purple. Purple.
And then say purple again.
Purple.
Exactly. Come on up, Marshall. And remember, as soon as the person is walking back, you can just take your stand. Marshall, your word is brown.
Brown. Brown. Brown.
Brown. Excellent. All right, you guys got the hang of it? I'm going to fix one thing so nobody trips over this. And we are ready to begin the real thing. After you spell, whether it's right or wrong, please take a seat, and when everyone has had a turn, then we'll let you know that wasn't quite the right way to spell it, and we'll thank you for your, not your service, but for your participation and send you back to your pod, okay? All right. The 2023 Spelling Bee is about to begin. Micah. Your word is reputation.
R-E-P. Oh, was I supposed to say reputation first?
You can say reputation first, and remember to start again.
Reputation. R-E-P-U-T-A-T-I-O-N. Reputation.
Thank you. Gavin, your word is deafen.
Say that again.
Deafen.
Deafen. D-E-A-F-E-N. Deafen.
Thank you. Josie, your word is former.
Former. F-O-R-M-E-R. Former.
Samuel, your word is agency.
Agency. A-G-E-N-C-Y. Agency.
Lizzie, your word is function.
Okay. Function. F-U-N-C-T-I-O-N. Function.
Thank you. Ottaway, your word is haphazard.
Hazard. H-A-Z-A-R-D. Hazard.
Thank you. And Marshall, your word is smolder.
S-M-O-L-D-E-R. Smolder. Oh, I forgot smolder.
That's okay. All right, judges, do we have anybody we need to send back? Okay. Ottaway, your word was actually haphazard. Kind of means in a crazy way. So your word was supposed to be H-A-P-H-A-Z-A-R-D. You spelled hazard perfectly. But let's give Ottaway a round of applause. Thank you. And you can go back to your seat. So you can head back to your seat. Marshall, would you scooch over just to make it a little easier? Thank you, Ottaway. All right, round 2. Micah. Your word is convince.
Convince. C-O-N-V-I-N-C-E. Convince.
Thank you. Gavin, your word is
flagrant. Flagrent. Flagrant.
Josie, your word is velour.
Can you repeat that?
Velour.
Velour. Veluer. Velour.
Thank you. Samuel, your word is embroider.
Embroider. Embroiger. Embroider.
Thank you. Lizzie, your word is supine.
Can you repeat that?
Supine.
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 Can you say in a sentence?
The dentist laid me back in a supine position in order to work on my sore tooth.
Supine. Supine.
Marshall, your word is tolerant.
Tolerant. Tole. What did I say?
You can start over.
Okay. Tolerant. Tolerant. Tolerant.
Thank you. Round 2's done. Judges, do we need to send anybody back? Oh, Gavin and Josie. Gavin, your word was flagrant. You put an ENT on it, and it needed an ANT. And Josie, your word was velour. So close. Velour. All right, let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. Micah, you can scooch over. Micah, you can scooch on over. All right, round 3. Go ahead. Micah, your word is immature.
Immature. Immature. Immature.
Thank you. Samuel, your word is serum.
Can you put it in a sentence?
Sure. My mother bought a very expensive serum that claimed to immediately diminish her wrinkles. Serum.
Serum. S-E. Serum. S-E-A-R-U-M.
Thank you. Lizzie, your word is heifer.
Heifer. Heifer. Heifer.
And Marshall, your word is diabetes.
Diabetes. Diabetes. Diabetes.
Thank you, Marshall. Judges, do we have to send anybody back? Oh, Samuel, I saw you thinking so hard. Is it S-E or S-E-A? It is spelled S-E-R-U-M, serum. And Marshall, I forgot what Marshall said. Oh, diabetes. You snitched an I into the end. It's just T-E-S at the end. Give these guys a round of applause. Excellent job. All right. Round 4. Or, yeah, round 4, the real thing. This round starts a little bit of a different rule. If for any reason Micah and Lizzie both spell a word wrong, then we just start the whole thing over. If one of them spells it wrong, don't go running away yet, because the other one might also spell it wrong. Okay? All right, Micah, your word is brindled.
Brindled. B-R-I-N-D-L-E-D. Brindled.
Lizzie, your word is estimate.
Estimate. E-S-T-I-M-A-T-E. Estimate.
You good, judges? All right, next round. Micah, your word is miraculous.
Miraculous. M-I-R-A-C-U-L-O-U-S. Miraculous.
Lizzie, your word is menorah.
Can you repeat that?
Menorah.
Menorah. M-E-N-O-R-A-H. Menorah.
And we're good for another round. Micah.
All right.
Micah, your word is plague.
Plague. P-L-A-G-U-E. Plague.
Lizzie, your word is ballet.
Ballet. B-A-L-L-E-T. Ballet.
Are we good, judges? All right. Micah, your word is pistol.
P-I-S-T-O-L. Pistol.
Lizzie, your word is jargon.
Jargon. J-A-R-G-O-N. Jargon.
We good? I should have let you know that was a homonym, because pistol could have been the pistol for a flower. So if I had made that error, we'd have given you another word. Next is anvil. Your word, Micah.
Anvil. A-N-V-I-L. Anvil.
And Lizzie, noisiest.
Noisiest. N-O-I-S-I-E-S-T. Noisiest.
Thank you. Moving right along. Micah, your word is bachelor.
Bachelor. B-A-C-H-E-L-O-R. Bachelor.
Very good. And Lizzie, purchase.
Purchase. P-U-R-C-H-A-S-E. Purchase.
Excellent. Micah, Wolverine.
Wolverine. Wolverine. Wolverine.
Lizzie. Feral.
Can you repeat that?
Feral.
Feral? Can you use it in a sentence?
Animal experts discourage homeowners from trying to adopt feral animals as pets.
Feral. Oh, shoot. Feral, Ferral. Feral.
Can have a seat. All right. Feral is spelled F-E-R-A-L. So we stay put because Mike has to spell a championship word. If he misses this, then you're back in. All right? Micah, your word is wobble.
Wobble. Wobble.
What do you think, judges? We have a winner. Congratulate Lizzie. Congratulate Micah. Sometimes that's just the way the words wobble. Okay, that is all we have for you today. Mr. Renner will probably want pictures of you guys later, and maybe Mrs. Lang too. So don't be surprised if you get a call down to the office. Everyone else, follow the directions of your pod leaders, and God's blessings on your day.